I used to not share when I started teaching because I thought I had to be this like authoritative figure in class. I used to dress very differently, but I realized that when it comes to teaching sexuality, that doesn't work at all.
Mhm.
Actually, becoming someone like their big sister vibe works so much better, and they have so much more respect for me as an educator.
Hello, everyone. I am here today with Dr. Tara Suwinyattichaiporn. Welcome, Dr. Tara.
Hi, are you having an orgasmic day?
I hope so. I hope everyone watching this is having an orgasmic day. So, Dr. Tara, sexual health can feel intimidating for many students. How do you break down those barriers in the classroom?
Yeah, so I've now been a college professor for over 12 years, and I have finessed my method like over time. So that's something that I first want to share is like I wasn't just born like this, right? Like these are all the skills that you can learn and become better at. So how I do it is I do it with a lot of humor and a lot of playfulness. I have noticed over all these years of teaching in college that students respond so much better in class, especially about sex and sexuality, when you approach it in a funny way. And how I do it is I use intentional humor. What that means is I actually plan my lecture to never have more than 8 to 10 minutes of lecture without any humor injected into it. So it is planned. Like, am I a funny person? I am. Is my personality playful? Yes. But at the same time, I don't just rely on impromptu. I actually plan my lecture with jokes in them.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. And when students think of you as like a real person with humor and personality, they can relate to you more.
Yeah, exactly. I also try not to show too much of a power distance between me and my students. It almost feels a little bit like I'm their big sister that knows a lot about.
Yes, I love that. So, Gen Z is often more open about sex and relationships than previous generations. What unique challenges or opportunities do you see when teaching them about sexual health?
So many unique opportunities and some challenges. I would say more opportunities though. So, first off, there's a lot of opportunities for them to share their perspectives and their experiences. Just yesterday, okay, I had two students came up after class wanting to talk personally about their journey. So both of them, so one of them is aromantic, but has a romantic partner who they cohabitate, but are not in a romantic way. It's like a platonic queer relationship, right? So
Yeah.
she was teaching me about her relationship. And then I had another student that just had top surgery. So he was telling me about his like process. So there's a lot of opportunities with Gen Zs because they are open-minded. They have learned so much from the internet because they grew up with the internet and
Yes.
social media. They have a lot of information and unique life experiences. As an older millennial, like I don't know a lot of friends that are like my Gen Z students.
Hmm.
So that in itself allows for a much more fruitful class discussion when you create the environment where they feel safe to share. So
Yeah.
that's a huge opportunity that I've seen. A challenge, and I think many professionals may agree with me and some may not. So a bit controversial, but what I find challenging in teaching Gen Zs and the internet age uh, is there are always new terms. There
Mm.
are so many new terms, new processes, new types of relationships, new trends that I don't know about. And I can't like keep up every single day. So, like I said, the story I told you before about yesterday when I talked to my student who was aromantic, I had a lot of questions because
Yeah.
I just didn't know how to properly explain these things, like these particulars. And I find that quite challenging. Like every day there's a new term, there's a new concept that you like should keep up. Like, and I would love to, right? It's just like sometimes I may say things in class and a student will check it. Like they will raise their hand and go, yeah, like we don't say that anymore. Or like, oh, we have a new term that we like to use that's like more
Yeah.
accurate based on our experience. So for me, it is a challenge. But at
Mhm.
the same time, it contributes to growth for everyone in that class and me as an educator. So I actually love it.
Oh, absolutely. You have this unique opportunity to like grow and learn new things with them. That's so cool.
I learn every day, like even yesterday. So I've like taught this class for now. This is my ninth year at Cal State Fullerton. And yesterday, a student taught me T for T.
T for T.
And yeah, T for T, like trans that date trans. And like, you know, that's their experience, right? Like, oh yeah, I'm in a T for T. And I just learn so much. Like every day there's something that I can learn from.
Oh, that is so cool. I love it. Did you know a lot of people watch our videos, but they haven't subscribed to our channel yet? Do us a favor, before you finish this video, go ahead and click subscribe. All right, vulnerability. Vulnerability is a big part of your approach. How does modeling openness around sexuality topics impact the way students engage with the material?
It has a huge positive impact, and I mean huge. And I can see the observable difference. So if you start lecturing and if you experiment with lecturing without sharing any of your personal information versus if you're lecturing while talking about how your life like applies to this concept or what you know from yourself, your personal experience or your friends, they immediately light up because they're interested. People want to hear stories. They don't necessarily want to hear cold concepts separating from human experience. But maybe they're not ready to share yet. To help them feel more comfortable to share is you have to share first. So vulnerability is a huge method that I use in lecturing and in teaching in college that has been so effective. I used to not share when I started teaching because I thought I had to be this like authoritative figure in class. You know, I used to dress very differently and try to be the authority in class. But I realized that when it comes to teaching sexuality, that doesn't work at all.
Mm.
Actually, becoming someone like their big sister vibe works so much better, and they have so much more respect for me as an educator. Um, and I love it. So vulnerability is extremely effective.
Oh, absolutely. And I think in this field and a lot of professional fields, you're taught that vulnerability or sharing things about yourself is unprofessional and you shouldn't do it. And that's a big no-no. But there's a time and a place, and it can help you build those relationships with your students or even your clients, people you're working with.
Yeah, totally. Because even when I work in coaching, if it's like a problem that I have personal experience in, I'll share.
Yeah. I want to talk about pop culture for a moment. Pop culture is full of messages about sex and relationships. So, how do you bring those examples into your teaching to make sexual health conversations more relatable?
I do it all the time. And similarly to using humor, I intentionally insert a pop culture moment or like an internet culture, like meme culture moment into every lecture, at least every 10 minutes. There's a new meme or an example from a new TV show or a movie or like an internet moment from like other influencers that my students follow. And it works so well, and they get so invested into like being a part of the discussion. So like, you know, if I talk about like threesomes, right, I often mention like the Zendaya moment of the movie The Challengers and like with the two boys, and you know, I'll show that and then I'll like ask them about like their attitude towards like threesomes. Would they ever try? Have they tried? Like, and people become so much more engaged because they can see someone that like they relate to, it's like someone in their generation, and it's in a movie. So like there's a lot of angles that you can partake in to participate in the class discussion. So yeah, pop culture is huge. It's a great way to show example especially if you don't have personal examples or stories to tell within that realm.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I've noticed too on your social media, you do this a lot. You'll be talking about a topic and then there'll be like a funny, like pop culture, like clip or
Yeah.
gif or something in there too, which is really entertaining and it mixes things up.
Yeah, yeah, it's funny, right? Like a lot of them are just like funny to like break. Also, it is a great tool to break attention
Mhm.
because people start losing attention in like 7, 8 minutes of straight lecture. So like
Yeah.
you need other things to come in to take over for a bit and then resume.
Yes, absolutely. All right, my last question for you. For professionals outside of the classroom, what's one playful or positive strategy you recommend for starting conversations about sexual health in everyday life?
Yes, this is share your relatability. Like
Mm.
people love listening to people they feel they can relate to. And I have a strong belief that everyone in the world is relatable. But some people choose not to express themselves in a relatable way. So for
Yeah.
me, relatability is a skill. It's not either you have it or you don't, which is to me is a myth. Some people say, "Oh no, like I'm just not that relatable." Like it's not true. It's a skill. You can learn to express yourself in ways that's relatable. So for my tip for other professionals out there to embody like playfulness, positivity, and humor is like become more relatable. Share some stories about you that maybe that's funny or embarrassing or
Mhm.
a mistake that you made that you're like, oh, I'm still not over it. Right? Whatever it is, like when you are relatable to people, they immediately like you more, will listen to you more, respect you more, and whatever you're trying to teach them, they are absorbing.
Oh, absolutely. What a fabulous tip. I love that so much.
Thank
All right,
you.
everyone. If you're interested in learning more from professionals like Dr. Tara, check out some of our upcoming events at sexualhealthalliance.com. All right, and thank you everyone for watching our video. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching our video with Dr. Tara. Do us a favor, share this with someone who might benefit from this information. Your support helps us reach more people with important sexual health information. If you're passionate about this space, we know you'll enjoy these videos, so check them out. Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. And remember, you are exceptional.